This is the Makita TD-001 Impact Driver. It's part of Makita's new 40V XGT range. We're not going to delve too much into the specific specifications of this machine today, but we're going to talk about the 40V XGT range a bit more broadly. Just to touch on this machine, like I said, a huge step up from what you'll see on the 18V LXT range. This Impact Driver is capable of generating up to 220 Nm of torque, so it's an incredibly powerful machine. A lot of advanced settings on the gearbox, which means you can really tailor the machine to the application that you're using, whether it be putting in bolts or putting just general screws into wood. A lot of fancy electronic technology as well, which means a machine can sense resistance when you're putting in your fixings and will draw more power accordingly. So going into the 40V XG platform a little bit more in detail. First thing that you'll notice on all of the XGT machines is they all have an extra pin on the bottom of the machine which connects into the battery. This effectively allows both the battery and the machine to communicate with each other and therefore draw the power more efficiently out of the battery. 40V XGT batteries have got a little bit of innovation in them too. So inside these batteries, the actual cells that power the battery are all held in a separate compartment, which effectively acts like a shock absorber. So if you drop the battery, it absorbs that impact and it's less likely to get damaged. The machines also have a series of vents on the bottom, serve two purposes. First and foremost, it allows moisture to come out of the battery, so if you are using it in damp conditions, the battery's not going to retain that moisture and therefore maybe cause damage further down the line. The other advantage that these vents have is that when the machine's charging, the charger actually has two fans in it, one that pulls air through the machine and another fan that blows air out of the machine. This helps keep the entire system cool when charging and therefore allows it to charge faster and more efficiently. These XGT batteries can be charged up from flat to fully charged in around 28 minutes. The XGT platform is constantly expanding. It's a range that Makita are putting a lot of investment into. You'll see some standard machines on there like the Impact Driver that we just showed you, as well as combi drills, etc. But as you move up with these batteries and you move up from the 2.5, 4, 5 and up to the 8 amp batteries. Obviously the 8 amp batteries are much more suited to much heavier duty applications, so you'll see those fitted to things like heavy duty brush cutters, which means that for landscapers petrol is potentially not necessarily needed and you can use it on a fully cordless solution, which is obviously a lot more environmentally friendly and a lot quieter as well. As well as the investment in the technology in the batteries and the charger, the machines also have quite a lot of innovation in them. There are a series of different motors that Makita have developed specifically for the XGT range. So in a machine like this, where you need a small compact motor that can still deliver high power, they've got one for that application. And then when you move into the heavy duty applications, like the bigger miter saws and the garden equipment, there is a bigger, bulkier motor that will provide even more power with that XGT battery on board.